Morning, and of course, it's Health Talks with Holistic Health Talks with Dr. Feisha Sharumi. We have her in the studio this morning. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Ayo. It's good to be here once again this week, and I hope the week has been going well.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to round up on this this season, I'll say, today, and I'll be speaking on how stress affects our reproductive system. So we're going to round up on that. Until another time, we'll pick up another topic to discuss on. Okay, so when we talk about the reproductive system, we're talking about organs and tissues and stuff that work together to help, for the purpose of reproduction. Now, what are these organs for both male and female? Okay, for both male and female, we have, for the female, we can start with the mammary glands. That's the breast. It goes to our uterus, that's the womb, the ovaries, the vulva, the vagina, and then for the male, that's the prostate is definitely part of it. The penis, the urethra, and co. All right. So how does stress affect all of this? Now, stress in general, actually, when we experience constant stress generally over time, this actually affects our bodies in physical ways that we can see, or that we can actually feel physically. Like, your sleep pattern is not okay. You don't sleep properly like you used to sleep before. You have constant fatigue. You just notice that, I'm always weak, I'm always tired for no reason. And then sometimes you have muscle tensions, a whole lot of things that you feel when you're always under constant stress. So that might be either physical stress, emotional stress, or psychological stress. And all of these they manifest in different areas of our body. Now, when talking about manifesting, that's why I have come down through the different systems, because you don't even know which part of your body this stress might affect. Now we're going to the reproductive part. Now, a lot of times we don't actually think in that line. That's why you find a lot of even young people, young female, young male, having some ailments that you would expect maybe somebody in their 50s to have. You have somebody in maybe before 20 or early 20s having issues, and you will now wonder what's happening. So constant stress can actually affect our reproductive system in various ways. That's where you find that people have in fact, some people actually lose their sex drive completely. Some maybe low sex drive, that the libido becomes very low, and hormonal imbalances comes in. Some of us might actually gray early. Some people actually start to have gray hair in their early 20s, late 20s, early 30s. These are all part of stress. Irregular periods for the female, for no just reason. You just find out that your period has not just been cool. Maybe this month it's heavy, the next month is just like a dot, or you may not even see it in 3 months, and you're still very young. You're not supposed to be approaching menopause already, and of course this can also lead to early menopause. I've actually worked on somebody she was less than 40, and she at the time she came to me, said she had not had her period in is it 2 or 3 years. And I'm wondering, okay, after talking with her, I understood why, because she went through a whole lot of marital stress. And of course, PCOS definitely comes with that, polycystic ovarian cyst. It's definitely would come in, and when you have this, what happens next? You have difficulty conceiving for those who are still in childbearing age. You haven't attained menopause, and you're finding it you're finding it difficult to conceive. And also some people who, in fact, I have actually come across someone who was a virgin, but as at the time of conception, when she was supposed to conceive, she had multiple miscarriages. Now, why did that happen? There was already infection. This infection comes because like I had said about the immune system, constant stress will definitely damage your immune system, and then you are at risk of having different kinds of infection, and of course you wouldn't know which part of your body would be infected. So if it's your reproductive system that is affected, it will definitely make it difficult for you to conceive, and then constant miscarriages can also come, and you can also have unnecessary weight gain. Then of course your sleep pattern is also going to be poor. For the guys, in fact for everybody, any form of cardiovascular issue that comes in, that is the heart and the vessel, a lot of times affects the men because it disrupts their erection. Because for you to have a healthy erection, your heart, your vessels have to be functioning properly. Because why are you having a healthy erection? It is blood that has flowed to that part of your body for you to have a healthy erection. So when you're having too much stress and you're having cardiovascular issues, whether hypertension, any cardiovascular issues, it will definitely affect your erection, and then might affect your sex drive also. Then the reproductive health, a lot of times you find out that it's difficult for a man to impregnate a woman. Why? Because the quality of the sperm has been affected by this stress we're talking about. Now the form, the way it looks, sometimes you see some sperm having two heads, some having very big heads, some, those kinds of ones is either, even if they fertilize an egg, the child might come out deformed or having one issue or the other, or may not even be strong enough to fertilize an egg. And of course, prostatitis coming, that's where you have infection of the prostate. I've talked about how your immune system is affected, and a whole lot of viruses can come in, and this would definitely affect the fetus that is being conceived. Most of the time the brain, you now start to have children with issues of the brain. That's why congenital. They say okay, it was by birth, but most of the time you have to look out for the quality of the man's sperm and also the lifestyle that the mother had been living. That is what's going to help that child to be normal and be healthy. Because you can have a baby, but the baby is not normal and baby is not healthy. So to be able to prevent this, please, let's watch our stress level. Now, prevention. Prevention is about the same thing we've always said. Watch your stress level, of course. Eat right. When it comes to the female, my gender, to be honest, if you want to prevent some things like cysts, like fibroids, there's some food that we should actually start to reduce or even desist from, especially if you see that, okay, maybe it's in the family. They have PCOS, or they have fibroid, or they have one cyst or the other. Number one is milk. Dairy milk. You can do plant-based milk. If you're a milk lover, you can do plant-based milk. So reduce your dairy milk intake. And also sugar. Also fizzy drinks, junk food, and co. And of course, rest. Do not forget to rest. Do not forget to take enough water. And of course, stop smoking, reduce your alcohol, and then choose the right partner. I've always said this about partnership. Choose the right partner. Don't choose someone that would disrupt your life. You don't know how far you're going in life. The right partner is always the best thing for everybody. All right, so this is it for how stress affects our system, and I hope I have been able to educate us actually. Through this, we've been on this for some months, so I hope I've been able to educate us. All right, so you can always reach me on my contact at 0916-038-1840, 0916-038-1840, and my social media handles are YouTube and LinkedIn, Feyishayo Sharomin. The Shayo has an H. And for Facebook, Feyishayo Sharomin, the Shayo does not have an H. For Instagram, Smooth Ands, that's SMOOTANDS, Smooth Ands. TikTok is Smooth Wellness. I love you all. Stay blessed.
All right, thank you so much for joining.